Welcome back, everyone. Same time, same voice, and most importantly, the same familiar show. Welcome to Business Lessons, airing every Saturday at 7 p.m. on the Emotional Confidant YouTube channel. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone struggles with, stress, and not just stress, but how to calm your mind in as little as 5 minutes. Now you might be thinking, is that actually possible? Yes, and not only is it possible, it's backed by science and practiced all around the world. Modern life is filled with pressure, anxiety, noise, and constant mental overload. And if we never learn how to calm ourselves, life can slowly wear us down without us even noticing. That's why today's lesson may be one of the most practical videos I've ever made. So let's begin. The technique I'm going to teach you is called diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. This method has been used for years in meditation, yoga, stress therapy, and even modern psychology practices. Large companies in the United States, including Google, invest heavily in mindfulness and breathing programs because of how effective they are at reducing stress and improving mental clarity. This isn't some mystical secret anymore. It's a real, practical tool that people all over the world use to calm the mind and regain control of themselves. And honestly, if you constantly deal with stress but have never learned how to breathe properly, then you may be overlooking one of the simplest ways to take care of your mental and physical health. So don't just play this video in the background. Give yourself a few minutes of real attention. Your mind deserves that much. Before we practice together, I want to explain two things. First, why I feel comfortable talking about this. And second, why this breathing technique actually works. Let me start with the first one. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not some enlightened guru. I'm simply someone who used to struggle deeply with stress and anxiety. There was a period in my life when I overthought everything. My mind was constantly racing. And eventually, the stress became so overwhelming that I started shutting myself off emotionally. And the truth is, when people become mentally overwhelmed, they usually don't ask for help. They withdraw. That's exactly what happened to me. Eventually, I became emotionally exhausted and I started searching for answers. I read books, psychology articles, research papers, and explored different breathing and mindfulness practices. And that's when I discovered diaphragmatic breathing. What surprised me most was how many stressed and anxious people had never even heard of it, even though they were emotionally drained almost every single day. So before sharing this publicly, I spent a long time researching it, practicing it, and testing it on myself. Because when it comes to mental health, we should speak carefully and responsibly. Everything I'm sharing today comes from both personal experience and scientific understanding. Now let's talk about why this works. When you breathe using your diaphragm, your body activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for relaxation, recovery, and calming the body down. At the same time, it helps reduce cortisol, which is the body's primary stress hormone. And the higher your cortisol levels are, the more tense, anxious, and restless your body tends to feel. So learning how to breathe properly helps bring your body back into balance, but the benefits don't stop there. Diaphragmatic breathing may also support healthy digestion, help relax the body internally, improve physical relaxation, and even help stabilize blood pressure over time. So the benefits are enormous: better mental clarity, better emotional control, better physical well-being, and it costs absolutely nothing. Now let's practice together. First, make yourself comfortable. Loosen any tight clothing if necessary. You can sit cross-legged on the floor or simply sit comfortably in a chair. If you're somewhere quiet, feel free to close your eyes. If you're at work or in public, simply relax your shoulders, soften your gaze, and allow yourself to slow down for a moment. Now begin breathing slowly and naturally. Don't force deep breaths. Don't inhale aggressively. Just breathe gently. As you inhale, allow your belly to expand outward. As you exhale, gently let your belly fall inward. That movement matters. Most people breathe only into the chest, but diaphragmatic breathing allows the breath to move deeper into the body while properly engaging the diaphragm. So once again, inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly relaxes inward. That's it. Simple. And if you practice this for just 5 minutes while fully focusing on your breathing, your emotional state can begin changing surprisingly quickly. But I don't want you to use this only during stressful moments. I want this style of breathing to become natural for you. Practice it daily, even when you already feel okay. Because over time, your body becomes calmer, your thoughts become steadier, and stress stops controlling you the way it once did. At that point, you become stronger than your stress. And honestly, I believe this alone is already half of happiness in life, having a peaceful body and a peaceful mind. So, what's the other half? Being fully present, eating with presence, working with presence, traveling with presence, experiencing life fully as it happens. That's where mindfulness comes in. And in a future video, I'll talk more about mindfulness and how to truly live in the present moment instead of constantly living inside your thoughts. But before that, I strongly believe we must first learn how to breathe correctly. For me, it took about a month of consistent daily practice before belly breathing started feeling natural. For some people, it may take longer, but think about it. If you're going to live for decades, isn't spending just 5 or 10 minutes a day learning how to calm and heal your own mind completely worth it? Happiness doesn't happen by accident. Peace doesn't happen by accident either. Both are skills. And like every skill, they must be practiced. So keep practicing. Your breath is more powerful than you think. Thank you so much for watching today's business lessons. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again next Saturday at 7 p.m.